And this is the actual mark you go use. Why? Because they gonna have your information encoded on this, and then when they scan you, they can then take that and run it to whatever database they want to check. So yeah, this is what this is. Now the other part of that is, like you said, that Maxine that they say, that's if you suggest following blindly whatever it is that they put out. Okay? Because first you're supposed to just be true and you good. But now they talk about
come on, that's over. That's over.
okay. So this is what I and that's what that created confusion. Because you got the throne, you got the time. So and that's how we say in the end, give me this, I shall set a man in burial. Okay?
Can I ask you another question? And this is not a debate. Next time I come talk to the brethren, I'm going to come with the peace sign. I'm going to come in peace. Let me tell you.
And we warriors up here, man.
I am too.
Okay.
And we are too. What I'm saying is that we are all brethren of one another. Most of us don't know who we are, but I know who we are, and I know who you are, and I know that we're cousins and grandcousins of one another. All of us are. So,
Hey, this is my brother's hood right here. This is our brother. We all family right here.
good.
2/3 of you, hey man. We'll see you on the other end.
We may be
I don't know
distant
what
relatives. Who knows? Only the Most High knows.
Okay.
Right? But when you look, but what happened is when we do this, when you say we know everything and you don't know nothing, it's gonna run some people away.
But it's okay.
It's supposed to. It's supposed to.
Those who are wicked is supposed to run them away. Those who are righteous and want to understand something, they stay here and listen.
But you got people that
It don't matter
have different
about
levels of comprehension.
It don't
Okay,
matter.
guess what?
They're not as astute as you are.
Watch this. You're right. The scripture says, somebody put the scripture says, my sheep shall hear my voice. So what that means is they're going to be looking for the threat.
This John chapter 10 and verse 27, it says, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me.
They follow them.
That sounds like something that Yahshua said.
See, okay, so hold on. So now where you get the enunciation of Yahshua from?
Based upon my limited understanding, I gotta preface that with that. Based upon my limited understanding, I was taught that Yahshua is one of the names of whom they call Jesus now.
Okay, but guess what? And I'm gonna give you that. But here's the thing: all these consonant sounds and whatnot was put on by the Masoretic back.
I can agree with that. They changed everything around.
So guess what? The clean enunciation is in Yeshua, is Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Okay, like I said.
Now where can I find Yahweh Shah?
Go.
Yeah, I'm just asking a question.
Okay. Like I said, go.
Yahweh Shah. What does it mean and where does it come from?
Okay. You say if you can get yourself familiar with the blue letter. If you get yourself familiar with the blue letter Bible, here's what it is.
Blue letter Bible?
It's an app. It's an app.
Yeah.
Okay. And here's what it'll do.
What I tell you about the phone?
Okay, I understand. But here's what it'll do. When you go and look at the name Jesus, it's gonna give you Isus. And instead of Jesus, but when you go up to what it means, it's gonna tell you what it means. It means the same. But then when you go into the Joshua, it says the same thing. So then you, by stipulation, you can understand that since his mother and his father were both Hebrew, obviously they would have gave the son. And so it wouldn't be Isus or Yeshua. It would be Yahweh Shah, which means he saved, which is the same thing.
All right, question. Where does Yahshua come from? That's Yiddish.
That's Yiddish.
Ah,
That's Yiddish.
From the Khazars.
That's the German and Slavic. That's the German and Slavic language written with Hebrew characters.
Okay. Interesting. See, I learned something today. So I gotta ask you, brother.
That's why the Lord gave
What
us.
is a covenant? No. Y'all just.
You didn't know. Hey,
I'm asking the same question out of the
All right. We agree. It's an agreement between God and man. Okay? Between God and man.
That's my understanding.
Okay. All right. Well, guess what? For the 2/3 of Israel, the covenant is that he's going to destroy them. for the elect of Israel, he's going to save them in these last days.
I agree. I agree with the part when he said he's gonna, a lot of them gonna fall by the wayside, and some are chosen, some are gonna be saved.
I agree with you. Many are called, few are chosen. The chosen is going to be the 144.
So let me ask, I got another question before we depart. This time what's the dog? Okay. But we got some stuff we gotta do. So based upon what you all have studied, right? All the other different people of the earth that don't look like us, because we are the original.
Okay.
I mean, I agree with that. We are. So
Now,
all. You gonna answer the question first.
Watch this.
No, I got a question.
Okay, now.
I'm still answering the question.
I am. But guess what? Here's what I'm trying to say.
I ain't gonna say
Here's how funny this is. If this was a boxing match, he get ready to throw his weak ass in that. But go ahead. You say what you're gonna say anyway.
No,
Because I know
question. It's not a statement.
Go ahead. Make the question.
It's a question.
Make the question. I got the answer. Make the
Just
question.
ask the question.
So all the other people that don't look like us, and they're not from the tribe of Israel,
Not from this tribe.
and not from this tribe,
These tribes, okay?
or the splinters from the Negroes, West Indians, all the way down to the Mexicans.
Hold on. Splinters? So.
What I mean by splinters,
Okay.
they branched out.
Okay. Go ahead.
So you mean that they will get no salvation?
Watch this. No. Let me finish it. Like I said,
That's the question.
This is the little lazy left hook that I saw coming. So now I'm
Damn, it was no hook. I came like this.
Now watch this. Watch this. If you was to have went over to the Orient and hit a female and left a son, and he hit a female, or Oriental, and left a son, and so, you can have 3 generations removed where you can have a cat that looks just like Lucifer, but he's still part of your bloodline. So he's still an Israelite, but he just looked like one of the Orientals.
Very interesting. That's a very good.
Because you gotta remember, you are the seed of your father, man.
Like I said,
But it wasn't a left hook.
I'm teasing
This
you,
is a question.
I'm teasing you, man.
You know what? I'm gonna say this, and I'm not trying to get the last word in, but you all mentioned, y'all made a statement. You said we're just here to teach. We're not here to, and I don't take that you're here to receive anything. When you say you're just here to teach and you're not here to listen, we have to listen to each other. We should.
Well, I listen to see.
What if I was a lame brain? Hold on, wait. What if I was a lame brain? Just a lame coming up here and I got ill intentions. Or I had good intentions, and then y'all rejected me, and then I acted like a little bitch and I came back and I want to do something stupid. Then the type of person you have to at least say, wait a minute, bro. Don't get it twisted. This is what we meant. You gotta listen to what they're saying.
Watch this. Okay.
It's gotta be a give and take.
Now listen.
But you won't know.
Okay, watch this.
We know already. It's like
Hold on. Relax.
Y'all sure? The Most High knows all. We still, all of us are still.
Okay, watch this. The scripture even tells us how to deal with that, and the people that come up with that. So let me get the scripture speak this. Say read this scripture.
It is Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God.
So when you go to the house of the Lord, he said, where 2 or more are gathered, I will be there. And since the teachers are gathered and they study, this is all they do. This is considered right now the house of the Lord. So he said, when y'all walk up here to it, you what?
Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God, and be more ready to hear
That's why we got
than to give the sacrifice of fools.
They come and try to tell me your opinion of what you think. Because the scripture tells us in Genesis 6 and 5, the imagination of man was wicked. Pretty much. So it says, go ahead, continue.
Another question.
Go ahead.
That is profound right there. That right there is profound. Now, when I first walked up, the first thing I asked was a question. I didn't say, okay, my name is such and so, and I'm here to show you what I know. I heard you talking about the extraterrestrial. It intrigued me. Anytime you're talking about, one thing from my experience, as long as I've been on the earth, anytime you're talking about the Most High, the evil ones always try to create a diversion. That's a diversion now. It happens all the time. It never fails.
So that's why we listen, because when you're right, we give you that, and when you're wrong, we go correct.
So when I walked up, beloved, I heard you talking. And I was like, oh, he's talking about some extraterrestrials. Highly, spacecraft. See, break. So I said, I want to know about these extraterrestrials. Now, what you explained to me, I learned a lot here this evening. And I'm glad I stopped back. Right? My conclusion, based upon what you taught me about the extraterrestrials from the scripture, is that the people themselves, if they submit to the will of the Most High, they can also be able to travel and be like an extraterrestrial that's described in that particular.
Company will be on chariots as well.
I comprehend that correctly?
We will eventually be on chariots with the elect.
That's what I said.
And said based on what it is that you heard.
Now, when you get a chance,
we broke down the elect, so that's what it's like.
now teacher, when you get a chance, look up the Sufis of the 7th and 8th century. Because this what when you explain that to me, it reminds me of a group of people that is doing exactly what is being talked about in scripture, and they're traveling, they can find time, they're in two places at the same time. They in all of the different types of spacecraft, and people look at you crazy. 25 years ago, somebody told me something, I was laughing at me. Look at me now, I'm like, no, wait a minute, hold on, there's something to that. This is real, this ain't no joke. It's supernatural, and they don't understand. Look, I didn't come to contend, I didn't come to debate.
They ready.
I came to just hear what you all have to say and see what you know, and I learned something. Okay. So, but in the midst of this, I was attacked viciously. Of course. But it's okay. I didn't run away. I'm still here.
When you step into the Lord, when you step into they can't take like the pressure. You know what I'm saying? Pressure versus pipe. So you usually run away. Oh, I got this. Y'all on Roosevelt? Y'all on Roosevelt one time?
I don't want to get calm or fall.
You might catch the call from your young ass lion.
Young lion here, you got to hold them back sometimes. All right, brother. Y'all have a good one. Have a good one. All right, let's roll.
Yes, please, edify the camera.
This Ephesians chapter 4.
Now, we want to get back to our lesson, and anything y'all want to go in because we're not up here to contend. We want to break down quietly what it is that's real, and we'll get back on whatever y'all want to bring out, they get the fuck off on. Clean it up now.
We got it with the covenant. We got it with the covenant stuff. That's the thing, like the apostle stated, we got to deal with the real definitions and the true meanings of words, or we're going to just listen to a fool and talk crazy. Oh, yeah, covenant means, yeah, man, when this, that's not what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the contract that the Lord made with the children of Israel.
Okay, I get it right here.
There you go.
This is 2 Chronicles chapter 15, verse 12. And they entered into a covenant. Can you grab Leviticus 26, verse 46 as well? Yeah, 26, 46, Psalms 147, verse 19 and 20, Bible Shop. 2 Chronicles chapter 15, claim, verse 12 and 13. And they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, of their fathers with all their heart and with all their soul. That whosoever would not seek the Lord God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. So the Lord only gave these laws, these statutes, and commandments to the children of Israel, man. All right?
It's Leviticus 26 and 46. It says, these are the statutes and judgments and laws which the Lord made between him and the children of Israel in the Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses. Man. It's just like brother was bringing out. Hey, the Lord is dealing with Israel, man. That's it. That's all the Lord dealing with, man. He ain't dealing with all these other nations. And God don't love everybody, all the stuff that this world is telling you about right now today. Man.
When it comes down to the stuff, the Lord is specific, right? He cares about the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Even Israelites and stuff, our friends and stuff that's not the Hebrews, right? He cares about those, right? So if you ain't about that, guess what's gonna happen? You gonna be the same way when it comes down to the Hebrews. You see?
Now let's bring the precepts out.
This Psalms 147 and verse 19.
Satan.
This Psalms chapter 147 and verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation.
He ain't dealt so with who?
With any nation.
The Lord ain't dealt with any other nation. When you read this book, every time the Lord was dealing with a people in a nation, it was Israel. You don't hear him talking about he was dealing with the Chinese, he was dealing with the Russians, he was dealing with the Arabs. He wasn't dealing with nobody but Israel. This whole book is talking about the Israelites. This is the only nation that the Lord has ever dealt with.
It says Psalms 147 and verse 20. They have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh.
These heathens don't know the judgments of Yahweh. They have no clue. They are just going to and fro doing whatever they want to do, man. Hey, but us as Israelites, the elect, we know. The Lord gave us all such commandments that we got to uphold, that we got to follow it to the end, man. These other nations don't understand that. They don't know that. That's why they out here, you see them doing whatever they want to do, man. Things that you see them do, that's wicked. You don't see us as men of the Lord out here doing the things that they do. We don't talk TikTok, doing the great challenge and all this other goofy ass shit that these 2/3 do, man.
The Lord said, be holy as I am holy. You know, be separate from these people, man.
We separate ourselves, man. We don't do as these heathens do, man. We walk a whole different path, man.
This Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Is this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Read that one more time.
This Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
The word that the Lord has spoken to who? The children of Israel. It didn't say the whole world. He said the children of Israel. Keep going.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying,
The whole family which he brought up out of Egypt, when you read in Deuteronomy chapter 28, he brought Egypt out of, he brought Israel out of the land of what? Egypt. He brought them out of their captivity. He didn't bring the whole world. He didn't bring all different nationalities out of Egypt, man. He brought Israel out of Egypt.
verse 2, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
You only. He said, you only. The 12 tribes of Israel have he known. That's it. Go ahead, y'all.
Therefore will I punish you for all your iniquities.
And why we in punishment right now today, the blacks, Latinos, the Native Americans, the Haitians, the many punished the 12 tribes of Israel, because we went off. The Lord said if we go off, he told Moses, if Moses told the children of Israel, the children of Israel didn't listen, and now we in the predicament we in right now today. I gotta pick up on
This is Baruch chapter 4, and I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us. Be of the Shemite people, the memorial of Israel. Give a soul to the nations, not for destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, you will deliver unto the enemy. And who will deliver unto the enemy? The nation of Israel. Who that you see on this side, the so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The Lord only known us. We the ones that went over. The covenant was only given to us. We only the only one that made that oath. Like the brothers went into Moses, man.
This Daniel chapter 9 and verse 9. To the Lord our God belong mercies and forgiveness, though we have rebelled against him. Verse 10, neither have we obeyed the voice of Yahweh our power to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants the prophets.
Right. So like we all went off. We all discontinued my heritage. That's why the Lord raised the prophets back up. To bring the elect back in, man. And the Lord will be part of the elect, the one that's going to turn back to the Lord, man. The first thing.
Verse 11.
and I just know what's going on down here. Because, churches, what they teach people to the church, they tell you that all types of commandments are done away with. You don't have to do these things. So now we continue in wickedness and not righteousness, man. That's why the Lord is angry with us every day, man.
Yeah, well, they do it for lucre's sake, because they still keep the law of tithes. Because whatever we get, yeah, we're supposed to get 10% of whatever we get, you know what I'm saying, to the Lord. So they're in it for money. But you know, they don't talk about adultery or worshiping false gods. They say the laws are done away with, which is not true.
So basically, you're saying that we can just be wicked and do whatever we want to, and the Lord is just gonna come back and say, "You know, I'm just gonna save you because I want to save you." No, the Lord ain't saving nobody that's wicked, man. He's gonna destroy you, man. Plain and simple, man. You can not follow the law, statutes, commandments. You can continue to listen to your pastor and all these church-going folks that these things don't exist no more. That's righteousness. But the law, statutes, commandments that the Lord has given us, we need to follow that to the best of our ability,
Yeah,
man.
and by faith, we follow because we can't keep them 100% because we're in this flesh. So, like eating pork and shrimp and lobster, we can avoid doing these things. Getting lined up at the barbershop, we can avoid doing these things. You see, committing adultery, we can avoid that shit, all right? So we gotta keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, all right? And walk by faith and have our works, and then the Lord's gonna save us. So, God willing, if we live to the end.
It's Daniel chapter 9 and verse 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him. Verse 12, and he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us, and against our judge that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done, as have been done upon Jerusalem. Everybody.
That's why we were sold to the other nations, man. Because we disobeyed Yahweh Shah law of community. That's why he gave us over to the hands of our enemies. But in that same chapter, on the Lord said he would deliver us from the hands of our enemies.
Verse
We
13,
return back to him.
verse 13, as it is written in the law of Moses, Deuteronomy 28th chapter, it says, all this evil has come upon us, yet made we not our prayer before Yahweh our power, that we might turn from our iniquities and understand thy truth. Therefore hath the Lord watched upon the evil and brought it upon us, for Yahweh our power is righteous in all his works which he doeth, but we obey not his voice. Well, as the brothers was going into, hey, look, we in this predicament that we in because we broke our contract with the Lord.
Right.
He said, if you obey, these blessings will come upon you, but if you disobey, these curses are going to come upon you. And those curses were for a sign, and they're going to be upon our seed as a sign and a wonder, man. How, man? It tells us who we are, man. That's why the Negro, Latino, Native American is at the bottom and not the head, although we're the best people. That's prophesied.
You're gonna be the tail. You're gonna be the tail of that snake. Lord told us that. And the head is who eat. That's why they rule it. That's why they doing everything. That's paradise. This is their heaven. And this is our hell. Heaven and hell is a state. It's not a place where you're gonna go to with your churches and your pastors preach to you. It's a state that we live in, man. Blacks, Latinos, man, we are in hell. We suffer on the daily. White, your so-called Caucasian people, they don't suffer. They got good jobs. They go on vacations every fucking month.
Your ID is gone. You don't know who you are.
The scripture says that he's not troubled like other men.
He ain't in trouble. When you see white man in trouble on the news and all that stuff, he's not in trouble.
You got the white student who raped a chick. What he got on? Probation.
Hey, the white
You
man
got brother who get accused of raping a chick. He's
You're
still
going
in
to
jail.
jail for 20 years.
Hey, who your favorite dude? R. Kelly. He done with, ain't he?
No, I don't think he's done with. They say
No, he done. R. Kelly done.
Because it was a lot of he say, she say. But you know, hey, look, it's all up to the Lord, man. The Lord gonna get rid of a lot of these ass things.
Knock him off the show.
You know what I'm saying?
This is Baruch chapter 2 and verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people.
They will not hear me because they're, hey, our people are fucking stiff. Just like the brothers that we had came up here, man, these people don't want to listen to us, man. They are already, they've been brainwashed for so long that they can't comprehend what we're talking about, man.
Hey,
Because it's
we
not
said
for
earlier-
them. It's only for the elect, man. It's called Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome. That's what our people have. They don't want to listen to the men of the Lord. Just like, and look, history repeats itself. When Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah was here, we was out preaching and everything, guess what happened to him? They took him and they had him persecuted. They killed this man for no reason. He did all the good that a man can do on the planet Earth. Healing, saving, feeding. And they killed this man and said, we'd rather take this man.
They chose Barabbas over him,
They chose Barabbas over him, man.
who was a murderer.
They rather have a murderer than a man that came and healing the sick and feeding the poor.
Than the Son of God. They rather have a murderer than the Son of God. Son of Yahweh.
This is mad. It's not 2/3 of our people are fucking sick and they gotta go.
The whole head is sick.
The whole head done. Just like the scripture say, the whole head is sick.
It says, but in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves.
And guess what? We woke, we remember ourselves, we came back to Yahweh Shekau Shah, we had forgiveness, he gave us knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to come out here and do what? Preach the word of the Lord, man. He gave us this to preach the word. We didn't give it to ourselves. We was just like 2/3 of our people, acting like Christians, acting like Jehovah's Witnesses, 7-day Pentecost, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's how we was acting, man. But the Lord woke us up out of that, man, to come back to him to do his will. And that's what we doing right now today.
Verse 31 it says, they shall know that I am Yahweh their power, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. You know, because we can, the remnant gonna return back, man. Like the brother just going to about a rebellious nation. That oath that the Lord made for us with Moses, man. Only the remnant can return back to that oath, man. And that's the only one that's gonna be delivered, man. And the one that was chosen from the foundation of the earth.
Well, y'all say, go ahead.
This is This is Baruch chapter 2 and verse 35. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people, and I will no more draw my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them.
And we going back today, he's gonna give us Israel back, man. He's gonna give us Jerusalem back, man. That land, man. We gonna go back home to Yahweh Shekau Shah, his house. We ain't going back home because we want to go back home and go on with the slaves and all that. Look, the Lord's going to deliver us. He's going to set us back into our land, man, where we supposed to be, man. And we're going to bring 2/3 of our people back.
Esau is the end of the You know, this is the beginning of our kingdom. It's the transition of the kingdom happening right before our eyes. Right? They say, on the transition from one people to another, because of unrighteous good is the entry, he's got by deceit. You know?
Esau going down, man. His kingdom is falling. You can tell. When you go on TV, guess what? Esau going fucked off. And you got all these so-called cameras, man. Everybody putting up these cameras, man. This one, they cutting children's hair. They ain't got no business doing. Hey, they slapping motherfuckers. Hey, they doing all type of wicked shit, man. All type of crazy shit. Because he know his kingdom is out, it's falling, man. That's when you see somebody go crazy. When something ain't going right, they start bugging out.
Cut their hair off.
Come on, man. They do weird shit, and that's what Edom is doing. Edom is doing a lot of weird shit because they're losing their kingdom. It's falling.
The queendom.
Hey, the
Kingdoms to come. This is the
curses
kingdom right here.
The curses are coming up off us, and they're going on Edom.
That's right.
And Edom can't handle it. Edom know, even though Edom know that it's gonna happen, because they can't handle it.
This is Jeremiah. I'm gonna start at 5:18. Nevertheless, in the days, said the Lord, I will make a full end of you, with you. It's like with you. And it shall come to pass, when he shall say, where goes the Lord, our power, all these things unto us. Then shall I answer them, like as he hath forsaken me and served strange gods in your land, so shall you serve strangers in the land that is not yours. That's what we're doing right now today. We serving strangers, we serving gods that don't even exist in the land that is not ours. Different philosophies, weird shit, man. Look, hey, our people, they bowing down to gay monks. They bowing down to all sorts of, hey, you got a boy loving association. You got all sorts of weird, they loving trees and stuff, man. And guess what? The nigga woman, she must be a witch right now in society. That's her number one thing, is to be a witch in society. It says Jeremiah 5:20, declare this in the house of Jacob and publish it in Judah, saying, hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have ears and see not, which have ears and hear not, man. Who is that speaking of? Israelites, man. The house of Israel is who you're speaking to, man. You got eyes and ears, but you don't hear us, man. You don't see us out here, man. You got to drive-by waivers, man. You got to be prostitutes and other things out here, man.
Right, like also, Apostle Tahar says, there should be 1,000,001 camps out here, man. I'm pushing this word. You gotta bring it out. Instead, bring that out.
It's Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 13. Till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High unto a perfect man. So hey, it's one truth, man. Hey, we ain't no fucking Muslims, man. We ain't none of this other weird shit that's promoted here. We are the sons of Israel, man. Hey, the truth is in the Holy Scriptures, man. Nothing else. It says, until a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of a Mashiach, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie and wait to deceive. So we can't be just little ass children, little ass boys, you know, being Muslim, you know, being Buddhist, being all this weird stuff. No, we the sons of God, man. This is the only truth. It ain't nothing else outside of this, man.
And that's a gift. It's given to us, man. Because the verse I just read, giving you eyes and ears to hear, man. This is a gift. You understand these scriptures. The Lord gave you that gift to understand these scriptures. What Peter Parker said, man, with these proprietors, you know what I'm talking about. What do you say? With these gifts come many times. Say it loud, bro.
With great power comes great responsibility.
And that's what we got right now, man. We got great powers in these scriptures, man. And what comes with these great powers?
Directly from the source.
Directly from the source, like
How about Shadam
God, man. We are the Lord's mouthpiece, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. And that's why we gotta continue to push that plow, man. Never let go of that plow.
When it comes down to Ephesians 6th chapter, right? The thing is that we got to sit up there and hold on to it. That's what's going to happen. When it comes down to women, when it comes down to men, when it comes down to anything and stuff, they come our way and whatnot and stuff. And it's supposed to be bro. We got to sit up there and fight.
That's good.
Perfect. Somebody said nobody talking about regular crazy. Good. Yeah, we do look crazy. We look foolish to God. Hey, what's that verse? We are foolish to the Lord, man. That guy said, fuck them niggas. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all look crazy. I thought he was crazy.
Nah, that nigga was go.
He said, y'all look crazy. Yeah, y'all look crazy.
When it comes down to it, we doing the
And if
right
he didn't
thing.
say that, Lord, forgive me.
They still been calling us crazy. They was calling us crazy.
Crazy.
I thought he said, guys,
I thought you said y'all niggas was crazy. Oh, okay.
I ain't let it go.
I take that verse back on that brother.
But when it come down to y'all shine stuff, they was calling it crazy. They was calling it Beelzebub, right? What that mean? That mean a demon. They was sitting up there, they called him everything and stuff that he wasn't. So we gonna deal with the same thing, bro. You see?
the servant's not greater than the master.
Right. Servant's not greater than the master and stuff. We gonna go through the same thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You better understand. It's like, hey, guess what? If we gonna go through the same thing and stuff, you gotta count the cost. You gotta count the cost and stuff. They gonna sit up there and say it's like you this, you that, and third, and whatnot and stuff. Are you gonna be? Fold? All right. Are you gonna fold? Are you gonna fold for it? You gonna sit up there and deal with it?
Let's bring out the scripture.
There's Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that have no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price.
All right. So when it comes down to us thirsting stuff, guess what? We're gonna thirst for the Lord. You see? We're gonna be about Yahweh Shema Shine and whatnot and stuff. We're gonna increase in Him. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna get us saved. Because the thing is that we're gonna be full in the Lord. If we full in the Lord, that's what He's looking for, right?
I got a precept. Job 23:12. Neither have I gone back from the commandment of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food. You know, speak out. There's more than that. You want to read
Verse Isaiah 55 and 2. Wherefore do you spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? Hey, that's our people, man. They're out there giving their blood, sweat, and energy to doctrines and ideologies that don't profit them, man. You know? Hey, and like the brother said, man.
Can I back you real quick, brother?
I ain't got something back there. What do you got? I'm sorry.
It's Jeremiah 5 and 23. Just go back to what you're saying, man. But this people have a revolting and rebellious heart. They're revolting and gone, man. That's our